the video starts, make sure you follow our socials in the description and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Welcome back to the Offbeat Podcast, back again this week, and I've gone on another away trip. Don't do many away trips, but I mean, when you get a chance to come to the borders of Yorkshire and Lancashire, I can't say no, can I?
No, can you help?
Can I help? So we're just slightly north of Airby, aren't we?
Yeah, near Skipton.
Near Skipton. I know you were going to say that.
Out in the sticks.
You were saying
Yorkshireman,
that.
remember?
Yorkshireman, yeah. Because I was driving through all the way through Lancashire. I was like, oh, I'm in a proper heart of Lancashire here. And I turned the corner, just in Yorkshire. I'm like, right, sound.
Right on the border.
Right on the border. So yeah, so Josh Holmes is with me. English champ. You won in November, didn't you?
November last year, yeah.
Yeah, super featherweight.
Super featherweight, yeah, English title. Got the job done in 4 rounds.
Can't complain with that when you schedule for 10, innit?
No, exactly.
Does it not feel, and don't get me wrong, I bet it's unbelievable feeling to get the fight stopped early, but when you train that long to get them 10 rounds in it, you're a bit like, fuck's sake, I could have done less running here.
Yeah, you know what? Because I trained hard for this fight, like, it was the first time I've really knuckled down in a few fights, because the fights previous are like, it was just getting a bit like the same, you know, you're fighting a journeyman,
yeah.
you can switch off a little bit. But for this one, you know, I was revved up. I knew Lewis Wood were coming to win. So obviously, like, you switched on so much more. You wake up thinking about the fight, go to sleep thinking about the fight. So man, my whole life was for this fight. You know what I mean? This was my world title fight. So I was ready for 10 rounds, yeah. But it ended in 4.
Inside 4.
And you know what? I look back, like I'd not even broken a sweat. I was that revved up and that fit for this fight. And I look back at pictures, not even broke a sweat. When I look back at pictures from previous fights, I'm dripping in sweat from like second and third round. I hadn't even broken a sweat or gotten out of first gear. But
I suppose it is what it is.
Yeah, I'd rather it not go 10. No matter how fit you are, job done in 4 is much better.
What were you like after the fight then? Because are you very much take some time off after the fight, or do you get straight back into the gym?
Usually straight back into the gym, depending on if you've picked any injuries up, any cuts and stuff like that. But yeah, I think I was straight back in gym like on the Wednesday or the Friday afterwards.
Crazy that.
Yeah.
Crazy. Because I was saying before, obviously I've spoken to like Zach Miller and Jack Rafferty, and they're the same. Straight into the gym the next week, and I'm like,
it's because you're still fired up. So
is it just like mindset? You just honed in on boxing.
Yeah,
I can't switch off.
You don't want the high to end. You know what I mean? Because you're up on that high, but then it soon comes crashing down. So like near end of week after you've had the week off, I'll get back in the gym, and then you see all the lads and then they're congratulating you and stuff. So you just want to try to keep that high as long as possible. To be honest,
just wait to keep in that wave. And I suppose you need to keep active because you never know when the next fight's coming.
Yeah, exactly. But now it's been 8 months and I still haven't fight.
I know, yeah. But I mean, you've been unlucky. to put it quite bluntly, it's nothing about you. Obviously, you were going to go for the British, weren't you? And then the lot is going now for the European.
Yeah.
I think plans change so quick in boxing. How do you prepare for all that sort of the in a snap? Everything has changed.
You can't. You just got to stay focused. You know what I mean? Like even before this English, I wanted this English title fight for years. Asking Kevin Marie, like, can I get this fight? Can I get this fight? Right, you need one more fight, and then I'd have that fight, but then I'd get pushed back with an injury. So then you're coming back, and I just kept getting forward, then back 2 steps, and I was like, it took so long for me to get this English title fight, but then it finally happened, and it's like all them injuries that I've had previously, just forgotten about. You know what I mean?
Worth it,
just like that. Yeah. So now it seems like a bit of a shit time waiting for another big fight, but it's going to come round, and then all this will be forgotten about for that one.
Yeah, you just got to keep ready, haven't you?
Just got to keep ready, innit?
Does it help? Because obviously, for people who don't know you, you are a member of Champs Camp, aren't you? In Moss Side, Manchester. Does being part of such like an established gym with so many big title fighters, does that help with mindset, knowing that other people around you just constantly going through the same thing?
Yeah, like people who I'm training with, they've done it. So it's like, why can't I be them in a couple of years? You know what I mean? Obviously, Champs Camp's legendary, innit? Obviously, Joe Gallagher, amazing trainer. So you're just always trying to impress every session. and always just try to outdo the person next to you who's training next to you.
It's crazy,
that's my mindset anyway. You know, if they're getting 500 meters on the Versaclimber, I'll get 510. You know what I mean? I'm winning a battle that they don't even know they're in with. You know what I mean? Like they don't have no idea. I'm like, yeah, I beat you on that one.
It's like walking down a pavement with someone and racing the person next to you. You don't
have no idea. Like, I won that. They have no idea.
Breathing forward. So how does it? Because obviously with the gym, there's so many different weights in there. Like for example, Billy Denise, who's from Tameside. I went to college with Billy. His running's a joke.
Yeah.
So are you constantly trying to aspire to be better than Billy rather than, because like with Jack, for example, Jack's a big lad. He's not going to be able to run as far
lazy
as
bastard when it comes to running. Billy's a freak when it comes to running. I don't know what he's on with. But yeah, I've always, like when we go to Marina, when we've done runs there, Joe's took us to Marina for runs. It's like there's always, you just try to beat everyone there. You know what I mean? Depending on what fitness levels you're at during camp, obviously there's always going to be someone faster, but it's just healthy competition. That's all it is. Yeah. Healthy competition. Like obviously we want the best for each other, but you want to be the best as well.
Of course you do. Who's the best at certain types of training within Champs Camp? Like who would you say is the best runner? Who's the best rower sort of thing? Who's got the best cardio in general? I'm
not sure. Like because Zelfa's come now, I'm not sure what he's like at running, but Billy's up there. Yeah. I like to say when I'm fit, I'm the best at running. You know what I mean? I've got the fastest 5K anyway. I don't think Billy's beat me on that yet. I don't know.
What's fastest 5K?
17:20.
17:25K.
Yeah.
What? I'm downhill. What are we talking about there?
No, in my dreams. no, yeah, 17:20. I got it. I got that. Actually, I got 17:20 just before I started camp before English. I think I'd just heard about English, so I fucking revved up. All right, I'm going to run a fast 5K. So I wasn't even I was probably 2 stone overweight as well.
Jesus, so where did you run with that fastest 5K? And did you pick a specific route for it? Or?
Just winged it.
You winged it in 17 minutes?
Just kept running until I got to 5K.
That is ridiculous. If I do 30 minutes, I'm like, sensational for me.
I ain't done it since.
With Pete
that's enough. Until Billy beats me, I'll beat him. But yeah, I'd say Billy's probably up there with one of the best runners. For his size as well.
Yeah, of course.
Big fat lad.
Do you know what, I like this as well, because this interview's going exactly the same as the Jack Massey one as well, where Jack just wanted to insult everybody. I think he spent 10 minutes...
I'm glad he's not here, to be honest. He'll just always rip you.
He spent 10 minutes mocking because Jake Donny doesn't train with you anymore because of how little he was. You just spent about 10 minutes just doing little jokes about him. And I'm like, right, okay.
Content done.
Content done. I just give him the mic and went, go on, man, you do what you want to do.
He's a funny guy, Jack. He's a good lad.
He's a top boxer as well. He's fought some unbelievable fighters since I last interviewed him, with Jai and...
Tough lad, but his nose ain't getting any better, is it?
He's getting knocked out a few more times to realise.
Oh, little squishy nose.
So, when it comes to sort of the Champs Camp aspect, are you sort of more in groups element, or are you just one big sort of team when you train together?
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of a big team, but obviously Joel just split us into twos. So when we're on bag or exercise, we'll always be in twos, similar weight. You know what I mean? I might be with Zelfa, I might be with Huey, anything like that. So, and then all big lads will be together.
Yeah.
But then, even last session, Joe had us all sparring though, in ring. You know what I mean? So I was sparring with Clark, Sean. So he just mixes it in a little bit like that.
We mentioned just there about a new addition to Champs Camp, and I find this fascinating that Zelfa Barrett has obviously joined you. Now he is world level.
Yeah.
100%. How is that going to help you obviously start preparing for your future fights on there?
Can only do good things, can't it? You know what I mean? Because we're sparring regularly now, so it's something kind of missed leading up to previous fights is getting that in-house sparring. Mm-hmm. Instead of having to go out other places or get other kids to come to spar you, in-house sparring, it's just there 3 days a week or 4 days a week whenever you're in the gym. And obviously, Zelfa will be world champion, I believe, and just world class, innit?
Quick, innit?
Yeah.
He's quick. He's so sharp.
It's mad because when I was at Phoenix camp, I remember sparring him started sparring him about 4 years ago when I first started. he used to fucking batter me then, like.
When you saw him walk through the door and think, oh, for fuck's sake,
like,
we've got it again.
No, but I used to see him spar. What's his name? Ryan. Who were at ours then, and they had some serious spars. I remember watching, thinking, "Fuck yeah, I don't want to get in there." I don't think.
We'll leave that one for Thursday. We'll leave that one for later in the week.
You know what I mean? Like, and then, fucking look where I am now. Though, you know what I mean? You keep training, you progress, and now I'm holding my own. So,
how does it work? Like post spar, then do you sort of talk to each other about certain aspects and sort of give each other tips? How does it work?
Yeah, especially when it's in house. You know what I mean? And Joel will stop it at certain times, saying, "Why are you doing this? Why have you just done that?" You know what I mean? You're like, "Oh shit, yeah." Mm-hmm. Like he'll stop it at certain times because they're not there to hurt each other. You know what I mean? Any spars shouldn't be like that.
What is it, like 60-70% sort of thing?
Yeah, like easier said. When you take
a jab and you're like, right, we need to get going in.
Yeah, like it can get a bit heated and that, but sparring is just for learning. Like people try to go take people's heads off in sparring. Like fair enough if someone's coming from another gym, but when it's in house, what are you getting from hurting your teammates? Pointless, isn't it? So Joel breaks things down and gets to stop and say, right, why have you just done that and whatever. So it's good. It's like more technical kind of work.
Do you focus on like certain things with different sparring? So like, do you have like a week on footwork, week on movement? Like, do you sort of, or is it just a simple case of get in the ring and then see what we learn?
Pretty much, yeah. Like I'll maybe go in to a spar wanting to try a certain thing. That's just what, from my perspective.
Yeah.
Like I'll go in wanting to try land a certain shot, just that one spar, or try do a certain movement in that one spar. Try not to do too much in one spar, you know what I mean? But generally just get in there and beat each other up.
Boxing, everybody. Boxing, right there.
I can say it can be technical, but then you come home with a big black eye, like, yeah, took a shot. My bird's like, not again.
Every week, just every week. And then when you're preparing for the fight, so say for example, when you were preparing for the English fight, were you sort of bringing more people into the gym to spar a certain way that matched the fighter you were fighting? Were they sort of?
I didn't actually, who did I spar leading up to that? I think I sparred, we had that Moore, Moore, I can't remember his last name, Moore. He was in the gym, so I was sparring him, and...
Did not really go any away trips at all, really?
Didn't do any. No. And another kid called Safi who were down, so we're doing some sparring with him. But yeah, because previously, before, like 3-4 fights before that, I'd not really sparred at all, to be honest. Mainly because my hands have always been shit, so I've always just tried
to protect
them before an actual fight. Yeah. But this fight, like, you have to spar.
We're gonna have to, yeah.
You have to, like, before the fight before me English, I didn't spar, and it was just like that were 10 rounds, and it was fucking hard 10 rounds, you know what I mean? Because I ain't prepared properly. You have to spar. It's the next best thing to fighting, innit? So no matter how much running you're doing or bag work, mitt work, it's not fighting.
It's not the same. Yeah.
So sparring is the next best thing. So for me, that's the best part of training as well. Sparring, like, so good at pads and bag, but the buzz is actually sparring, landing a shot and taking a shot.
What's the worst part of training? Like, what part of training are you like, got them today?
Probably swimming.
Really?
Swimming, or
not like hill sprints or anything like that? Because hill sprints look horrible.
Yeah, so it just depends on my mood on the day.
Yeah.
Sometimes sprints, like your 800 metres, sometimes I'm like, can't be arsed with these.
Yeah.
But usually swimming, the thought of going swimming, getting changed and getting in pool and getting wet, I'm just like, I just can't be arsed with this. Probably that, swimming, because it's awful as well.
Where do you do swimming then? Do you tend to do swimming away from Tramps Camp, just on like a local
pool?
just
10 minutes down the road from me, a local pool. Just set my watch and do laps.
See, it's a bit mind-numbing, isn't it, swimming? Yeah, I can see why you hate it.
It's like you're on your own as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you pick a lane when I go, and there's sometimes people slower than you, fucking overtaking some old woman.
Weaving in and out of the pool.
It's like fucking try to get you working, but you can't. But yeah, that's probably the worst. Going to boxing gym is easy.
Yeah.
You go there, you know you're just gonna, because you enjoy it.
And you're your mates as well, aren't you?
Yeah, so it's like, it's easy. Like, that's an easy session. Not necessarily easy, but easy to get up for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than getting up and knowing you have to go to swimming baths on your own. That's probably the hardest bit. But because I do most of my training on my own, so everyone thinks that we're training with everyone all the time. It's the training that you do on your own that counts.
Yeah.
I've been champs camp 3 times a week, and then maybe with my strength and conditioning coach once a week. It's only 4 sessions where I'm training with someone else. The other 6 or 7 sessions is all on my own. Mm-hmm. So that's where it actually counts, and that's the hardest bit to get up for, because there's no one there to shout at you and tell you to do it. You know what I mean?
It's good you've got this like unit though in order to help train though. So we're in like a sort of purpose built gym for like sort of like PT sessions.
Yeah, this is where I do all my PTs out of, and this is where I do my sprints on treadmills, and my strength and conditioning second session on my own. I'll do it in here.
Nice.
So it's ideal. Yeah.
But I suppose it's still a case of getting up for it. Very easy to stay in bed, innit, when when you don't have to drive an hour and no one to
you know what? I've done that before. Well, there's, you can get in your own head sometimes where you think, I'm a bit fatigued today. Maybe I should sit this session out. It's very easy to get in that mindset sometimes, especially when you're fighting a journeyman. Like, I've done it before. For my before the English title fight, I did it. Thinking, because I was just sick of not getting a big fight, and then this fight came up. I was like, he's not got a great record. 10-round fight, it'll be all right. So like, you might feel tired and you'll skip a session, and then that's what I've learned from that. I took it as a loss because I learned from that to never ever skip a session leading up to this English title fight. I needed that fight because I took it as a loss. I needed that fight to be in a tough fight to then realise, right, you got to be switched on now, no matter who the opponent is. And I only realised, I was on holiday like 2 weeks before that fight as well.
Really?
So I was at my mate's wedding in Greece, and I thought I was just having like a 6-round fight. So like, it's been booked for a couple of years. I'll go train over there, come back, it's a little 6-rounder. Landed in Greece. Kevin messaged me saying, right, you're in a 10-rounder.
And you went, shit. I'm currently sat here with Gyros in my hand. What am I supposed to do now?
So yeah, I'm having a diet over there. I mean, it's not in the world. I dieted over there, but still, like, it's impossible, isn't it?
It's hell when you're in a country like that.
Yeah, so obviously just came back, and it was like, I came back in the last hard week of training, and I had to drop quite a lot of weight fast. So that didn't help either. And then everything just made me realise, going to that fight, I got a big cut in my eye, just because of boxing shit, just boxing on the inside, not using my feet, and I was like, what have I done here? Or questioning everything, you know what I mean? Like,
in between rounds,
round 8, why did I go on holiday? What am I thinking about that for? But just that,
you get through it, don't you?
Yeah,
you just gotta get through it.
Lesson learned in it, and then the fight after that, I was a completely different fighter.
Yeah.
Because people were saying it was probably a 50-50 fight, me and Lewis Wood, which I knew it weren't if I were on my A game. And then, stopped him in 4th. So
how much did you sort of prepare, as in like opponent analysis? Did you watch many of his fights, or do you just sort of know each other anyway?
I've not really seen much of him, to be honest. I think I watched a couple of his fights. He was coming off a good couple of wins. He could just beat a couple of unbeaten lads. So obviously that just gets you more revved up for the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Knowing that he's just taken a 0 off a couple of fighters. So I watch a couple of his fights, but I don't watch many of the fights anyway. You can watch too much. Yeah, you can watch too much because you're getting in your own head like, oh, they're sick there. Like, you think they're well good. You know what I mean? You can do it. I've done it with journeyman. You're thinking, looks dangerous him. You just get in your own head. You get in fight, and it's like.
It's like a common misconception, that, because a lot of boxing fans out there just presume that every boxer is like 24/7 boxing. Nothing else matters in life, really. But majority of boxers I've met, not like that at all.
No.
Not that at all.
Yeah, like we were saying before, like, I don't even watch it, to be honest.
So say, for example, like time of recording, it's the Usyk Dubois fight tonight.
Yeah.
Are you just going to watch highlights in the morning? Or?
I mean, for a big fight like that, I'll try to watch it, but if I've got something on, I'm not going to.
You're not going to cancel a plan in order to watch it.
No. If there's a big fight at my weight, I'm more inclined to watch that.
Of course, yeah.
But,
so say Borty's fighting, you're probably more inclined.
Yeah,
to
I'll
watch
watch that. But if not, I'll just watch it day after. On the highlights, you know what I mean? Like, it's just what people like. I have no idea who like Joe, my trainer. Yeah. He knows everything inside and out of every single weight class. But for me, yeah, I prefer to do it than watch it. I think you either love to fight or you love to watch it.
Yeah.
And I'd prefer to actually do it.
So, what was it that actually got you into boxing then? If it wasn't like the love of watching it, then was it just something you fell into for fitness, or?
Yeah, I'd always liked the thought of fighting, to be honest.
Yeah, like through school sort of thing.
Yeah, not that I'd ever really had a fight through school, but I just always thought, I don't fancy that.
Yeah.
I played football all my life, from like 5-year-old. I was in a team up until 11. Just thought, I'm getting bored of this now, so I went to play rugby. Played rugby for 2 years for Keighley.
Oh, nice. So league as well?
Union.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Union.
I thought Keighley was very big league
They're
team.
a big league team, but they have a Union team as well.
Interesting.
So I went to play rugby. I just said to my dad, I just want to go play rugby. I'm like, all right. All these years of football just wasted.
I thought league would be so more suited to you, because obviously with a fitness element.
Yeah, I just prefer
slightly smaller.
Yeah, I prefer Union. Just prefer that game. I played league in school.
Yeah.
But Union, I played for Keighley Union. Just preferred that. Played that for 2 years, and then obviously got fights on rugby pitch. Especially back then, it's probably not the same now.
Yeah.
But I say back then, not that long ago, 10 years ago, whatever. But the fights all the time. And I thought, I won't mind a bit of that.
We're involved now. What position did you play? Were you like a fullback?
Scrum half.
Scrum half.
Yeah.
I see you were that little dirty guy. You were just
little dick.
Yeah, you were little footing, mouthy. Yeah, we know what scrum halves are like. 100%.
I were only like this big though.
But you got the big forwards around you. Yeah, come on, lads. That's why you went into Union. Come on, the lads.
Yeah, they can do it all for me. But then, so I just told them, I think there were a lad playing for a team actually who were training boxing. So then I just asked him, like, where do you train? And then just said to my dad, can you take me to a boxing gym?
Nice.
So boxing, I'm playing rugby for about a year. And then...
So was that in Keighley as well?
Yeah, Cross Hills.
Okay.
Where I started boxing.
Yeah.
And then, just... I was kind of picking up injuries from rugby, which was stopping me from, like, boxing. So I kind of made that decision then to carry on with boxing. And then just...
Full
so
time.
13, I started boxing. And then just, never looked back.
When what did you do? Did you go through the sort of like nationals, amateur scene?
Yeah, so I actually started boxing at 13, but I never had my first fight until 16.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, just training for that long, really. I were at a gym that didn't have an amateur license as well, so
okay.
There was no pressure on it either. I wanted to learn it before I actually got thrown in as well. But yeah, eventually I had my first fight at 16. And then went through nationals. I did the nationals, but it was the development, so I was under 20 fights. Okay. So I went into that under 20 fights. Won that 6 fights, 6 weeks. I won nationals, but then I think the year after, went to enter the elites, and then got a hand injury, my first hand injury, what I've been operated on now. Mm-hmm. And that just put me out. And then after that, nearly broke my neck on a trampoline, and then boom.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
And then after that, I just sacked boxing off. I just sacked it off. Yeah. So because I was supposed to fight in elites, because I never actually went into elite championships, which is where you get noticed. That's where you get noticed before you turn pro, and that's where you can get signed. Obviously, you go over there, then Olympics from there. But I just never got to that step because of injuries. And I just left boxing, thought I'm never going to be able to box again. Got told by a doctor after my neck, you should probably never box again. So fair enough, I'm off.
So what was it that brought you back into it then? Did you get a second opinion of a doctor being like, you can start training? Or
I was travelling. I was in New Zealand at the time with my mate, and my neck, I could feel my neck had got a lot better because I could barely move it for months.
Yeah,
I could feel my neck got better. My hand felt better. And then I was like, right, there's something missing out of my life. There's just something missing. You think
there's a purpose that you need.
I had no purpose. I left there with a one-way ticket, thinking I probably might be back in about 5 years or something. Yeah. Got to 9 months, and I'm like, there's something missing here. So then I just got a flight back and then messaged my manager, Kevin Marie now, said, will you sign me up, pretty much? And you're like, yeah. So I was boom, straight into pro.
Fantastic.
Because I was 24 at the time then. I just missed 2 years. Like kids now turning pro, like 18, 19.
Yeah.
Like I just left to go travelling at that time. Never think I'd come back. So I actually turned pro quite late, 24. Most people have had like 10 fights at that age. So quite late, but yeah, turned pro, had 4 fights in first year. And then, yeah.
Just kept busy, because the house show circuit is it's a long one, isn't it? When some people can get sucked into it that way. It's just house show after house show after house show. Do you have when you signed up with Kevin, was there like a certain plan of being like, right, I want to do these 4 fights, and then move to certain types of shows, or you just anywhere?
All it was just building experience, because I've been out for 2 years before I had my professional debut. Yeah. I'd not even boxed for 2 years, so mainly it was just getting back in there, blowing rust off, and gaining the experience, which is what journeymen are for, isn't it? Yeah, you start with 4 rounders, went into 6, then an 8, and then 10s. But just basically gaining experience. And here I am now. I feel like I've just done my apprenticeship now.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I've had 16 fights, I feel like my apprenticeship's done now. Ready to push on.
You ready to push on?
Yeah.
And quite a competitive division as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but did you ever think, I wish I was 3 foot taller?
You know what? When I turned pro, I had no idea how the game worked. No idea. I was oblivious. I didn't even know the word journeyman. I went from amateurs. You go from amateurs to 50-50 fights.
Yeah.
Every fight, you have no idea what this kid's like.
People kicking off in the car park.
Yeah, in it all the time.
Scandals.
Happens in pros now.
Yeah, true. The amateur world is a fun one to investigate.
Yeah. But I just had no idea what journeymen were. So I was like expecting to go into a big fight, and then it's like, oh no, he's basically there to lose. You know what I mean? I'm like, what? I had no idea.
Why is he turning up? Is this WWE? What's happening here?
I had no idea. Which, it's kind of good to build experience, but it's bad at the same time. I don't really agree with it, because it's like you're cushioning yourself, like cushioning the fighters, and you're learning something, but you don't learn from just beating someone when they're not
basically like a privileged sparring, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all it is. You don't learn from that. So I don't know why they do it, but it helps some fighters. For me, I'd prefer just go into a 50-50 fight and straight away.
See what I can do.
See what you can do, because then you go like that straight away. Boom, you go up.
I suppose you know where you're at, don't you? You can sort of adapt. I mean, we talk about Zach Miller. Obviously, he went into he lost his first British fight, didn't he?
Yeah.
But gave such a good account for himself. He's straight back into it.
Yeah, exactly. A really good account for himself, and just showed he's at that level. And then look where he is now. Went back into it and won the British.
You'll be British soon, I'm pretty sure.
That's what we're hoping for, isn't it? I waited long enough for English, it's like, right, British. But I just don't want to wait around for it either. If that ain't available, then try to go down a different route. But I need to have a conversation with my manager, but just keep going in it. I'm 30-year-old now, turned 30 a couple of weeks back. So, I think I've got about 4 or 5 years left in me. So what can we do in that time?
Do you have like certain shows that you're aiming towards? Are you aiming for like a big stadium show? Like, for example, obviously Callum is signed to Kevin as well.
Yeah.
And he's just fought Oakwell, hasn't he?
Yeah, mega.
Yeah, are you looking at it thinking, that's going to be me now?
You know what? It's because they always say you need to attach yourself to like a football club, don't you?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a Leeds fan. Training Manchester. Don't work, does it? You know what I mean? I have nothing to attach myself to.
And you've already got Josh Warrington still there. That's a problem you've got already.
Yeah. So they're in, Manchester Arena. I'd like to box there just because I've been to many fights there. But probably the dream is like MGM in Vegas.
Oh, it's sensational.
Just because I grew up watching Mayweather and it were all MGM Grand, you know what I mean? So that'd be my venue to box at.
It's properly going into the Lions Den though. Obviously we had Hamza Shiraz just going over there recently and winning like proper Lions Den stuff there where everything's against you.
Oh yes. If you're over there away fighter, there's everything against you, isn't there?
No one wants you to win over there.
No, it's a big ask, innit? Big ask. But hopefully them days can come.
100%. We're going to have a quick break and then come back. And I want to dive into more life outside of boxing as well.
Yeah, man.
Talk about your love for a certain football club. Wear white and blue. Let's divide the audience already. We'll see you in part 2. Part 2, and we are back. Quick break, and we are straight back into it. So we were talking a little bit in the first part about the love of other sports as well, and I saw a crest outside of you as I walked into Leeds United, and I was a bit shocked because in my head driving here, I was like, "This is Lancashire." Turns out it's not.
Well, it is coming through, but we're just on the border, isn't it? But you know what? So I'm a Leeds fan, but no other of my mates are Leeds fans. They're all Burnley fans.
Are they? I mean, that would make sense,
Which
wouldn't
it would make sense because they're close and Burnley's a lot closer. But
what about the lads in like Skipton and that? Are they?
Yeah, they'll be probably Leeds
fans,
I'd imagine. But we're right on border, and where we went to school we were Lancashire, so all my mates are Burnley fans, and I were the only one.
That was a rough time,
I was the only one that were Leeds fans. So when they were playing each other, it were like, you know, who's getting it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, look, you just follow your dad's footsteps, don't you? My dad supported him, so I just supported him all my life.
You've got to, haven't you?
You can't change teams, can you?
Unfortunately, not. Yeah, I grew up a City fan, and obviously when I was growing up, that was pre-takeover, and I think I was like the only City fan in my class.
Really?
And I was just like,
now everyone supports them.
Now everyone's to be a City fan. Yeah, now everyone wants to be a City fan. But yeah, football is interesting. Did you get to watch a lot of football then?
I don't, to be honest. Like, I used to be obsessed with it as a kid. Like, obsessed. Like, all them books you used to get, collecting cards and
Match attacks.
I used to collect them. When I play football, like if I scored a goal, my dad would give me like a few quid to go get some cards and that. And yeah, I used to have all books, collecting them all and that, swapping them at school and stuff with your mates. All shiny ones and that. Swap me that for this. You know what I mean?
I once went to a swap day. It was like Manchester, Velodrome near City Stadium.
Yeah.
I went there for like a match stack swap day because it was something like if you had like less than 100 cards left to fill out, you can tick which ones you wanted and you could swap cards and basically just complete the set. And I went once and I was like, this is fucking mad. There was hundreds and hundreds of people there. I was like, this is mint. I was like 9 years old. Like this is like my dream life.
That's next level nerd.
It is next level nerd. Looking back at it now, I was like, how was I not bullied when I was 9 years old for doing that? But
what you done this weekend? Been a fucking swapping date.
But the thing is, I went into school the next day and talked about it, and all the lads were like, oh, I wish I did that. Oh, I'd be sick, I'm swapping football cards.
Mad, innit, what you love when you're a kid.
Like, what's happening here?
That's all your life, like, that's all you're looking for, that one card in a pack, that's all you're worried about.
Literally spending hundreds of pounds just trying to get this one card.
Yeah, obsessed.
And some niche football you'll never remember for the rest of your life. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, but anyway, what we're on about, can't remember.
Football.
I was obsessed with it as a kid.
Yeah.
But now, I can watch it, but like I support Leeds, and if they lose, I'm not that bothered.
Yeah.
Where I used to be like, get wound up. People get wound up and like get so pissed off if the team loses. I'm like, I'm not losing sleep if my team loses, but if they win, then it's fine. And now they're in Prem anyway, so
yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm also very laid back. So I'm a season ticket holder at City. I've been God knows how many years, and I am. People always find it a bit weird because I'm on a City podcast as well that I'm on regularly, and I'm very much for happy chappy of that podcast because get beat unless we get beat by United. That's
the only one you need to beat.
Oh yeah, we get beat by. I won't cancel a night. I was going with mates because we got beat by United. It was when Pogba scored, and we if we had won that, we'd have won the league against them. And I thought, right, this is the pinnacle of my life here.
Yeah,
win the league against United. I was giving shit out for weeks and weeks, and then we got beat 3-2, and I was like, not going out now. I went home and sulked.
Everyone hates United anyway, don't they?
I mean, you should do. That's a fact. Everyone's going to hate City in 5 years, so.
Yeah, they probably will.
Swings around. I mean, Leeds are not really a particularly like team.
Everyone hates everything. Everyone hates them. I'm like, I don't get why.
I think using the 80s and 90s, they were very, I think you were good, which doesn't help.
Yeah.
You were good, and then also your fans were quite
Yeah,
fun.
people love to see us bottle it. Which
it is funny though. I'm a proud singer of Leeds Are Falling Apart again. I'll always sing
I
it.
even like singing it. Yeah, I'm not fussed.
No, so is it just sort of like football and boxing and rugby, like your sports on there? Because cricket's a big sport around here as well.
Yeah, I mean, I used to play cricket as well. I've done everything, to be honest. I used to play cricket as a kid, but
Were you one of them kids who, as soon as you started a sport, a week later you'd be like, all right at it?
yeah,
Yeah.
I was just, I was pretty blessed to just be pretty good at any sport. To be honest, like in PE and stuff at school, I'd always just try to be better than anyone, just like that dick.
It's crazy when you think about it, because I was the same. Like when I was in school, every sport team, even when you'd have to do like orienteering where no one wanted to do it, and they'd be like, right, you four do every other sport, you're on this team, right? can't argue it. Just one of them where you just got to deal with it.
Yeah, just anything, rounders, whatever we did in PE, badminton. Fucking just wanted to
table tennis.
Just wanted to beat everyone.
Yeah,
it's just what I've just had that in me my whole life, just to win.
Just instilled straight away. Yeah. Was that instilled from like sort of like your parents and your family, or was that just a you?
I don't know. Like because my dad played. He'd never played anything like professional or anything like that. He never did boxing. Played a bit of football, played a bit of cricket, because I used to watch him playing cricket, but. Yeah, like even he says, I don't know where you get this dedication from.
Interesting, because I would have presumed it would have been like your parents. Or
no, like never been pushed by anyone to do anything.
I suppose that helps you though, doesn't it? As well,
it's always been on my own back to do anything. So I never got forced to go to boxing gym. You know, if I wanted to, if I said, "Oh, I didn't want to go," my dad would be like, "That's fine." You know what I mean?
Don't worry about it.
Not that I ever did, but it weren't bothered because I asked for him to go. He never pushed me there to do it. So yeah, always been on my own back.
I love seeing the pro athletes now going into different sports. Like I watched, do you know Sean Longstaff who plays centre mid for Newcastle, ginger haired lad? So it's him and his brother who played for Newcastle, and started cricket season a few weeks ago. When I was scrolling through Twitter, Sean Longstaff, who's still under contract at Newcastle, he's just there running in a bowl at like 75 miles an hour, and I'm like. What's happening here?
Is he alright?
Yeah, great player. I was like, what's happening here? And he's just there just because obviously he just got a bit of time off from football. It must have been after the season finished, sort of like June.
Mad.
And I was just like, how can he be that good at footy and then just turn up a cricket pitch and do that? Because he can't play cricket.
Yeah, because usually if you're going to excel you usually excel at one sport.
Yeah,
you can't
not two. And I'm like, why is he better than me? What's happening here?
Yeah, I don't fancy getting bowled at 100 mile an hour.
No, neither do I. I mean, I think the quickest I've ever done was I did 75 on a bowling machine, and that was quick for me. Like my eyesight's not very good anyway, and I just saw it right to play, and it's just already passed me, and I'm like, how do people play 90?
No idea.
It's a different level.
Yeah,
absolutely
different level, innit?
different level.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about sort of the life outside of the ring there for you as well. And also you travel a fair bit to get to Champs Camp on there for you.
Like the amount of driving I do just to train is ridiculous, to be honest.
Well, it was 50. So obviously I live in Glossop, so it's a bit further. But I think it was about 55, 60 miles for me to drive here today.
Yeah.
So you're doing what, 400 miles a week, really?
Probably, yeah. So depends on traffic, but it's usually average about an hour and a half to the gym. Sometimes, but then sometimes it can be 2 hours. You know, like last week it took me 2 hours because there was a bit of a crash, so it took me 2 hours to get to the gym. So by the time you get there, you're like, can't be arsed.
How is it sort of genius level? Because sitting down and driving for 2 hours is hard work.
Yeah, it's hard. Because I'm geared up in the morning.
You wake up
like skipping to the car with the bag. And then by the time you get to the gym, you're like, because you've been sat down for that long, you having to gear yourself back up for the session. But the worst thing is driving back after a big session, get out of the car and your legs are seized up. Yeah. I'm like, all these boys who are just 10 minutes away from the gym, I'm like...
They're getting home, resting up.
Yeah, like,
going out
lucky
later.
bastards.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm wasting... Well, not wasting, but it's like a good 3 hours of my day just driving to the gym. Like, I could be doing so much more stuff. I could be doing so much more. Like, I'm up at like 5:30 in the morning, 5:30 to let dog out 6 a.m. And boys are rolling out of bed at 9 a.m. and then just coming straight to the gym.
Oh, mate, God's sake.
But I mean, can't complain. You drive there for a good gym.
Yeah,
could probably go a little bit closer, but there for the good gym, aren't you?
Of course, yeah. You need to prioritise that. So like, on your journeys down, because this always fascinates me about like what do people do in the car? What do you listen to? Are you a radio man? Are you a podcast man? Are you a music man?
Mix it up. So yeah, usually radio, music.
What sort of radio are you listening to? Though? Are you listening to like a big, like a Capital or like Radio 1?
Radio 1 usually.
Radio 1, yeah. Good mix, innit?
Bit of Greg James in the morning.
Bit of Greg James. Bet you're like Greg James's best mate at this point.
But sometimes a podcast, I get a good podcast because at least I'm actually learning something then or actually doing something with my time rather than just listening to fucking radio.
Is there like certain podcasts that you like to listen to? Is that educational one? Or do you like the sport element?
Yeah, like educational ones sometimes, like anything about like health, food, anything like that. Listen to ones about fasting. David Goggins' book.
Interesting.
Listen to his book.
Yeah,
that was a good 5 hours read. So, and then Joe gave us a book to read actually called Relentless. So instead of actually reading it, I just put it on audiobook.
I mean, you might as well if you're spending all that time.
So I don't mind a couple of audio books I've listened to and podcast or just music.
It's a lot of it.
Listen to the same songs over and over again.
What music are you into then? Because we always talk about you're a tattoo artist who is part of like a heavy rock band. You said you're not really into your heavy rock as much.
No.
What do you sort of, are you more band? Are you more DJ man? Because I'm not gonna lie, we're out in the stick. Usually, when I go and interview somewhere, I can judge with music based on their place they are.
Really?
Round here, not got a fucking clue.
No, I mean, like, I love my rap.
Interesting, as in like grime rap. We're talking trap, American, British.
Like American, British. My favourite rapper's Juice WRLD.
Interesting, yeah.
Which not a lot of people know about or like him. Very different style, but yeah, he's my favourite rapper. Not many people like him, but yeah, it's like I was saying earlier, I ran my marathon yesterday. 3 hours 50. Just shuffled his whole albums. 3 hours 50 worth of him.
Did you not try and mix it up a little bit?
That's sad. Like, I just fucking love his music.
I'd have to shuffle it up
3
a
hours,
little bit.
3 hours 50 of him. Yeah.
So you listen to the full, basically, arsenal of
yeah, pretty much. And then I'll just shuffle his music on way to gym and back, or mix it up, a bit of Post Malone. I've gone like a few months back, just went through Eminem's full album catalogue.
Easy to do that, though,
start to finish.
Yeah.
50 Cent, Biggie, Tupac, them kind of artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, I'm rap is the one that I've never really got into. I like the popular songs as you can expect, but I liked grime when grime was big, obviously with Jamie Skepta and that. But yeah, rap's just the only genre that I've never really got into.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. What is it that likes you about it? Is it like the beats? Is it the lyrics or?
Probably just the lyrics, the raw lyrics and just the beats. But look, I'm saying I can go from listening to Tupac to then listening to Queen. You know
yeah, of course,
Elvis,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I love, like, my dad's brought me up on Elvis, The Who, The Jam, Queen.
Proper band,
taking me to boxing gym, he'd always just have that on, you know what I mean? Because he wouldn't let me listen to my music. When I was a kid, it was always just like The Who. And that's why I like Madness, my entrance music for my fighting, Madness, One Step Beyond.
It's a great one as well, that.
Yeah.
Are you a bit sad, because obviously with the Leeds connection, Josh Warrington has got the match on together nailed down there.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm not a massive Leeds. I mean, I'm a Leeds fan, but I'm not a massive Leeds fan.
You're not the Leeds fan.
And I'm boxing from Manchester, so it'd be a little bit weird.
Do you box out of Manchester then? Is that how you get introduced?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it'd be a bit strange when Josh Holmes fighting out of Champs Camp Manchester, marching on together comes on. Everyone's like,
way go.
Bit of a divide, wasn't it?
That's interesting, that, because I still thought that you would fight out of sort of like.
No, I mean, I'm proud to say I fight out of Champs Camp Manchester.
Yeah.
I'm not like, you can't say that because I'm a Leeds fan. I'm not that bothered, you know what I mean? I'm proud to fight out of Champs Camp.
I wanted to finish off and talking a little bit more about Champs Camp, because I don't understand how Champs Camp works. Because obviously, do you have to be like selected to join Champs Camp? Like, do you have to get an invite from Joe himself, or do you apply to go there?
So when I went there, I called him up because I'd left my old gym. I just called him up. I think Jack had already gone there. So I called Joe up and just literally just asked him. And he said, you got a 2-week trial. So I had 2 weeks trial. And then after that, I think with Joe though, he'll know what kind of character you are probably before, because he'll probably seen you before. So
And he knows everyone. Everyone.
Yeah, so I mean, I know there's a lot of fighters he's turned down who are world class. You know what I mean? He's turned them down because he probably knows the characteristics inside and outside of the gym. So he knows what he wants. So I still had to do the 2-week trial, and then after that he said, "Are you happy? Do you want to stay?" And I said, "Yeah." "Will you let me stay?" And he said, "Yeah." So it was kind of that mutual agreement, but kind of had to prove myself first. Weren't just like, "Oh yeah, come join."
What do you think he looks like? 'Cause I'm assuming he's never sort of told anyone, but is it like personality? Is it ability? What's he sort of looking for?
Yeah, it's got to be both, hasn't it? It's got to be both, because he's head coach and he's spending a lot of time with the fighters. You don't know idiot in your gym, do you?
No,
or anyone that's, because there's a lot of there's a lot of professional fighters that still will slack in the gym. You know what I mean? And Joe is not one for that. You know what I mean? He will fucking have your ass. If he's seen you slacking on bag or anything like that, he'll have your ass. I remember actually the first couple of sessions I was down there. We were training out of Bolton at the time, and we shadowboxing in gym. And I was like, moved around, just itched my nose, and he fucking shouted and bollocked me for it.
It's so serious, well.
Shouted at me and bollocked me for it, for switching off. And just itching my nose, shadowboxing. So as soon as he said that, I want to be at this gym.
That was the moment you were like, this is where I am.
I was like, this is for me. This is for me. This kind of gym with this kind of strictness, because you need that strict person. Because we're all mates and stuff, but when there's business to be done, like, you've got to get down to business, haven't you?
Yeah, of course.
Like, properly. And Joe, he's a perfect man for that.
Nice. And does it also help with, because obviously he's brought in a few trainers recently, hasn't he? Like we talked about Marcus and Scott Quigg as well. So he's bringing in champion fighters on there for you.
Yeah. And obviously they've been fighting under Joe, so they know how everything works.
Yeah.
They've been in the gym for years, so they know how Joe works, and it's obviously a lot easier for them to then carry the torch kind of thing. Scott Quigg's got so much knowledge. Look at fights that he's been in. And he's going to be a great coach as well. And he did a lot of work with me before my last fight, before English title fight as well.
Nice. I mean, who's better to learn from than someone like Scott Quigg, hasn't there?
Just try not to get his nose as well.
Keep your hands high there, mate. Keep your hands high. I did not say anything, Scott, just to make you aware, because he's a lot harder than me. You can say about Jackson, I know Jack, but Scott.
Like a little Jack Russell, Scott Quigg. Like a little Jack Russell, just angry all the time. He's always angry when he's in gym. Just like always turning his lip up at someone.
So, who's in charge of like the music aspect of the gym? Is it just Joe, or do you ever get to go in and be like, right, Juice WRLD today, boys?
nah, Joe. But like Joe, like he'll put like 80s kind of music on, like Diana Ross and that kind of
fantastic
stuff. Bit of the jam and then a bit of Michael Jackson. That's what music I like to train to. Like there's different. Like you might like to train to music and then chill to music. That's the type of music I like to train to. Could be like a love song, and I'm like still get up for training. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be something like hardcore to get, because none of the music's like that in gym. It's not like hardcore, like try to get you pumped up.
Why is it you like to train to that music then? Like,
I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Like maybe it's because boxing you've got to be calm. So like calm, I don't know, maybe calm music. So
you can't have like heavy metal blaring down your ears.
Sometimes it's good to have a bit of upbeat music, but you can't rely on music to get you fired up to train, can you?
Definitely
not.
I mean? So you got Diana Ross.
We just got all sorts of bit of Michael Jackson.
I'm presuming that Joey's very much, you can't sing along.
No.
I'll be fucked.
Music's that loud you can't hear yourself think in that gym.
Yeah. But he's right in the middle of my side as well.
Oh yeah, windows open, it's just blaring out. But that's just the vibes that you want. I said before, the music's that loud. no one speaks to each other until after session. We'll have a bit of a chat before session, then boom, session started, music's on, an hour and a half after, 2 hours after, then we can speak, you know what I mean?
But that 2 hours
in
is
between, it's just
leave.
graft.
Yeah.
That's all it is. There's no like talking in between rounds. You know what I mean? We only get 30 seconds rest anyway, but there's no like having a drink and having a chat.
Yeah.
It's just drink, boom, straight back in.
Is it quite set, as in like the structure of it? Do you do like sparring Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, strength, conditioning, or?
It's just Monday, Wednesday, Friday, boxing, the champs. But yeah, it can be mixed up. Don't matter. Sometimes we'll spar. Like before my last fight, we were sparring Monday, Wednesday, Friday, getting a lot of rounds in. But yeah, it just mixes it up every time, really.
Makes sense.
You might think you're going for an easy session on bag, and they'll say, right, 10 rounds sparring. That's sound.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Just got off 2.5 hours, traffic everywhere.
Yeah.
Cheers, lad.
Yeah, but it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, of
Just
course.
fucking go with the flow. Whatever Joe says, follow.
You go with 100%. And I want to talk about as well, because I've met many a boxer now, and the food is such a big part as well.
Massive.
So, do you know, like when you, because the most interesting part is obviously post camp, because when you're in camp, salads, and
Yeah, it's
all sorts.
savage. It's not that bad, but when you're out of camp, it's just that relief of not actually having to track your food. That's what it is. It's not necessarily going and eating loads of shit food, but it's just knowing you can have a bigger portion.
Is it like MyFitnessPal? Do you use that to track all?
Yeah. Obviously, I've got a nutritionist, Pete Bell, so he sorts all my food out. But it's like, you've got this amount of food to eat today, you can't have anything else after it. Especially when you're cutting weight as well.
Yeah.
It's all right for the bigger weights, you know what I mean? I'm not having to cut as much weight, but I'm fairly strict to the weight, so you can't go off plan at all.
No, of course, yeah.
At all. Like, from the last fight, I didn't go off at all. Didn't have any, like, chocolate for like 10 weeks or...
Are you a chocolate man as well? Is that your treat?
Massive foodie. Everyone will see, like, ripped before a fight, like, oh, he must be so good with his food. You must see me like 2 weeks after, put on like 2 stone, eating everything in sight. It's like an eating disorder, honestly.
So as you get out there, you're like, right.
It's literally like an eating disorder, because you're always thinking about your physique in boxing.
Yeah.
And then as soon as, like, you'll just go off the rails for like 2 weeks, and then you're looking, you're like, what have I done? What have I done? like 10 weeks work's just ruined in like 2 weeks.
Do you see someone like Paddy the Baddy and think, oh, what a guy?
Yeah, and I don't get that bad. I don't know how he does that. I honestly don't know how he does that.
I would love to interview him just to find out about, because his mindset must be one of the best in the business.
Yeah.
To be able to cut that much.
To go off, yeah, because I think I put weight on in between camps, but he does.
Yeah.
He's a different person. His bird must be like dating 2 different people. You know what I mean? But yeah, food's a massive talking point. That's all we talk about, like in camp. What you're having after the fight. You know what I mean? What you're having when you finish training. It's all people talk about. Boxers, we just talk about food.
It's just food.
All the time.
That's it.
All
What
the
was your after your English title fight? And what did you go big on the night of, or did you
What
go
did I do?
big day after?
I just got a takeaway on the way home.
Nice.
Takeaway on the way home, and then went to...
That feels good, you know,
bed.
picking up that takeaway.
So good.
Walking in like, hello, mate. I'll have everything.
It's like the best meal, because you know it's not going to touch you them calories as well, like, because you just boxed.
Burn it, yeah.
They're not going to touch you, so you can have whatever you want. You know what I mean? Usually not even that hungry anyway after a fight. Usually scrant rest of me jelly babies or Jaffa cakes, like a pretty fight, and then. Yeah, then go takeaway or something. We were supposed to go celebrate at the pub and stuff, but I don't know if you've seen the last fight. After my fight, all just kicked off. Fights everywhere around it, so it just all kicked off.
How was it all kicking off?
Between my fans and his fans.
Oh, brilliant! That's exactly what you want, innit?
Massive brawl. So
and you're stood there in the middle, like.
I'm just like, my fight it didn't get announced properly. Like, I was the winner at end.
Bloody hell!
So anyway, everyone jumped on a coach, and then the pub got word that it kicked off. And they said, "Oh, shut." So I went straight to takeaway and straight home to bed, which is the best thing. Anyway.
Probably better for you, yeah. Bet you woke up next morning feeling,
Yeah. I mean, it's no. when you've just been into a big fight, last thing you want to do is have a skinful of beer.
I bet your head would be pounding the next day, wouldn't it?
Yeah, fuck that.
Gee, and then for like the week afterwards, are you prioritising just chocolate, or is it just like...
You know what? Yeah, every time I'm like, I'm not gonna do it this time. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna put the weight on after I've done all this work. Just in my head, I'm like, it'll be fine. Like, I'll just go slightly over my calories each day. I'll be fine. Just have a few treats here and there. Nah, you're like waking up in the morning, right? What can we have? You know what I mean?
What's open?
It's just mad. Like your mindset just changes instantly because it's like weights off your shoulders.
Yeah.
Because through camp, it's all thinking about food and getting the weight off. So as soon as you've had the fight, it's like, oh, thank fuck for that. Like usually thinking about the weight cut more than the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, last fight I did the weight cut properly, so I actually looking forward to the fight. Whereas usually I'm like dreading the weight cut. It's like that's all you're thinking about. But then as soon as you finish fight, you're like, right, let's go out. With my last fight, let's go out for a meal.
Where are we going?
What could we eat? Like usually I've got so many videos saved on my phone. People making all these mad cakes and that, just saving them. Like save that. Never look at them after the fight. Got it in my head like I'm gonna make all these mad cakes,
and you're just not gonna not getting near it.
Go straight to a baker and buy one.
Yeah, because that's a big thing at the moment with like Instagram and TikTok. The food videos on there. Like my missus sends me so many.
Yeah.
And she's saying both. She's like, oh, let's try and make this a bit of chicken.
Never
I'm gonna buy some. I'm not making.
And the more you watch, the more they come up. It's like torture.
Yeah, it is.
But it's
kind of torture for you.
But it's like it helps in some strange way. I'm watching people eat food. I'm like, what? I'm like cutting weight, starving.
I mean, you say that, but I watched a lad from Leeds that made me food.
Yeah, just watching someone eat this challenge, how much food he can eat. I'm like, dribbling, like, and I'm cutting weight. I'm like, why am I watching this?
I mean, turn it off. Bedtime. Wake up again.
God, miss cucumber salad.
Perfect, mate. Thank you very much for letting me come up here.
No problem. Thank you for coming up in the wilderness.
Hey, I tell you what. I enjoyed the drive up. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy the drive home, definitely. Where can we find you on your socials? Are you the same across all social platforms?
Yeah, at Josh Holmes on Instagram, and then just Josh Holmes Facebook, Twitter, Josh Holmes. I think I've deleted it actually.
But what I'll do is I'll link everything down.
Just link it on there
below, and then obviously follow Champs Camp as well.
Yeah.
Check us out and let's hope. I can't wait to see you fighting for the British or European or Commonwealth, whatever you fight for.
Hopefully soon, mate. Hopefully soon,
definitely. Nice. If this is your first time watching the Offbeat podcast, please do drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe. Check out my past content. We've alluded to it before, but there's many boxes, many sport people that I have interviewed before. If you're on Spotify, 5-star review is always appreciated. It really helps to push his content out. And check out my socials. Josh, cheers, mate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.